Hello everyone, welcome to Topper IAS. Today, as usual, we will be discussing few of the important articles that were part of your Hindu newspaper on 22nd May 2021. Okay, so then let's get started. So the first article was with respect to RBI transferring about 99,000 crore as a surplus to government. So RBI has transferred 99,000 crore to the government. So it says surplus. So it shows that RBI has surplus amount of money. So immediate question is, from where did RBI earn the money? So from where did it get the surplus amount? See, as uh, a regulating agency, RBI, has a number of functions. The main function is to control money supply, that is inflation targeting. So to achieve that end, RBI will be has a number of instruments. Okay, so one such instrument is open market operations. So what RBI does in open market operations is, it purchases and sells bonds in the open market. The main intention is to regulate money supply in the economy, that is inflation. But what happens during the course of these operations? RBI receives the interest from these bonds, as well as it might make a profit due to favorable changes in the bond price. So if it has borrowed, if it has purchased the bonds at lower price, and if it sells at higher price, obviously it is going to make profit, right? So these are few of the profit that RBI makes while during its part of operations. Other is, you also know RBI intervenes in the foreign exchange market. So one reason of intervention is, to keep the uh, value of money, rupee, in a particular range. Because if the rupee depreciates beyond the point or appreciates, the beyond the range, that will, affect our imports as well as exports. So change in the value of rupee, depreciation, appreciation, has an impact on, our exports and imports. That's why RBI intervenes. Okay, so it may buy dollars at cheaply and then sell them in higher prices in the future. So that is also one way where RBI can make profits. So this is how RBI makes the profits. And as a part of profit, so balance sheet, a particular amount will be transferred to government as a surplus. So as of now, in 2 days, as it has transferred 99,000 crore to government. Okay, so next one, the question comes is, so what is this framework and all those things? So the transfer of 99,000 is guided by economic capital framework. So what is economic capital framework? It is nothing but, it provides rules and a transparent method of, appropriate level of risk provisions to be made under RBI Act of 1934. So think the question is risk provisioning and all. So you all know that the crisis may happen at any time. So same is the case with financial crisis or crisis in the economy. So whenever there is a crisis, it is a RBI who has to intervene to fulfill its role as a lender of last resort. For example, whenever a particular bank is facing a liquidity issue, whenever nobody is willing to lend to a bank, it is RBI who will lend to a bank, who will come to the rescue of the bank. So that's what we refer it as the term lender of the last resort. So during the time of economic crisis, RBI has to come fulfill its role as a lender of last resort. So certain amount of profits it makes, certain amount of money from its balance sheet has to be kept aside to deal with the crisis situation. So that kept aside money, we call it as a contingency risk buffer. So keeping aside the money to deal with the risks, we call it as risk provisioning. So risk provisioning is you are keeping certain amount to deal with the crisis situation or risky situations. So the kept aside money, we call it as contingency risk buffer. So what the economic capital framework recently reviewed by Bimal Jalan committee said was that the risk provision that you do, that means the amount of money that you keep as a risk risk provision, it has to be 5% of the balance sheet. So the out of balance sheet, 5% of 5.5% has to be kept as a risk provisioning, and the rest of the amount, surplus amount, has to be transferred to the government. So the transfer of money, surplus money to the government, is guided by the economic capital framework, which says that 5% of balance sheet should be kept as a contingency risk buffer by the RBI, and rest of the amount, surplus, should be transferred to the government. Okay, so this was the importance of this article, and you have one MCQ with respect to this. So Bimal Jalan Committee seen in the news is related to cyclone management, COVID crisis management, RBI's fund transfer, fiscal policy. So comment your answer in the below comment section. Okay. And then we have one more article with the heading NATO to fund Kabul airport operations. See, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, what it's announced is that it will provide financial support to and capacity building support to Afghan security institutions and military education and training outside the Afghanistan, and provide, fund the provision of services including functioning of the Kabul airport. So you all know NATO, the military forces are withdrawing from the Afghanistan. So this was a part of deal that was signed between US and Taliban in a landmark deal called Doha. So as a part of deal, US has agreed to withdraw all its soldiers from the Afghanistan within 14 months. Okay. So though it is withdrawing, NATO intends to, provide support to Afghanistan to ensure peace in the region by providing financial support and capacity building support to Afghanistan security institution. So this is also in news, you should know. And North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, is nothing, is also called as North Atlantic Alliance. It is an intergovernmental military alliance. So remember, it is a military alliance of 30 European and North American countries. So it is based on the concept of collective defense. So countries will defend collectively. Okay. So, and it is implementing North Atlantic Treaty that was signed in 1949. So that factual information you remember. And one more news was, USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics era. So that is USSR era, INS Rajput has been decommissioned. So it was first of Indian Navy's modern destroyers, which was built in USSR. So it was in the service with the Indian Navy for over 40 years. Now, after a period of prolonged service, it has been decommissioned, and it was part of various important missions over the years, such as Operation Aman of Sri Lanka and all. So just this was in news. No need to just because it was in news, we have taken this. Okay, and next one is Center urges states to declare black fungus as an epidemic and report all the cases reported. Okay, so you all know a black fungus, mucormycosis, has been in the news over a couple of weeks, and it has been increasingly detected in the patients who are affected or recovering from the COVID-19. So it is leading to prolonged morbidity and mortality among COVID-19 patients. Okay, so Central has told states to declare it as a notifiable disease under Epidemic Diseases Act 1897. So the once states declare this as a notifiable disease, so all the government and private health facilities, medical colleges will follow the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as well as ICMR, Indian Council for Medical Research. So from prelims point of view, so Epidemic Diseases Act is also in news since 1 year, since the pandemic COVID-19. So what is Epidemic Disease Act? Disease Act of 1897. I'm sorry. So what it has provisions to deal with a situation wherever there is a spread of dangerous epidemic diseases. So how does it deal with the situation? By providing special measures to the government. So government can prescribe regulations to contain the spread of diseases. You know already that all the lockdown rules by the government, these are special measures which government is taking to contain the spread of diseases. Okay, and whoever disobeys the regulation is deemed to have committed offense under punishable under section 188 of the IPC. So this is in news, that's why you should remember, because COVID-19 is also a notified disease under Epidemic Diseases Act 1897. So it gives special provisions for the government of the day to deal with the, to contain the spread of the disease. Okay. So we have one MCQ. Choose the correct statement with respect to Epidemic Diseases Act of 1897. So it act aims to contain the spread of dangerous epidemic diseases. Yes, under the act, states have declared COVID-19 as a notifiable disease. So both are correct here. Okay. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Thank you.